Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 5th episode of the 3rd season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click in it, put the password in, and enjoy. So I actually think it's been a decent start to the season. I would say the last episode, though, number 4, was probably the weakest that we've had. I actually enjoyed the one where Raj and Howard went out dressed as goths, and they went out, obviously, in the dating scene. I thought that was a really good one. I actually enjoyed the first episode of the season as well, when they come back, obviously, from the expedition and they had the beards, and obviously they was kind of arguing with Sheldon, did they ruin his his research or not. They had to do what they had to do. I kind of understood both sides, but obviously I was on Sheldon's side with that, because basically they give him false pretentious, which then obviously didn't really help his results, and obviously it made him kind of look kind of bad in terms of what was going on in his university, considering that he sent out the email saying that he'd sort of string theory. But, last episode, again, it was kind of good. It was basically that Rise needed to get a new job because, obviously, his visa was running out. He's going to get deported back to his, his native country of India. And he had to take a job working with Sheldon. And, obviously, everybody knows how Sheldon is. And it's not working with, it's working for. He has to do everything that he says. And, obviously, it looked like they were sharing an office as well. Now, I don't know if it's going to play further into the story, if it's just going to be last episode that we're going to, hear and see anything about this. But I'm interested to see what we do. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, it really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Raj has played his Phantom Warlord card, and I am going to back him up with my strangling vines.
Well, then I'll just cut your vines with my ruby sword.
I have a question.
Warlord beats troll. Troll beats elf. Elf beats water sprite. And basically everything beats enchanted bunny.
When does this get fun?
Play a potion card.
Which one?
It doesn't matter. You can't possibly win. Given the cards that have already been played, Penny can only be holding necromancer potions, which are only effective against wraiths and daywalkers, and there are no more of either left to be drawn.
Sheldon, that is incredible.
From your vantage point, it certainly must seem so.
Photographic memory.
Photographic is a misnomer. I have an eidetic memory, as I've told you many times. Most recently, last year during lunch on the afternoon of May 7th.
Okay, I gotta go.
Why?
Because last time I didn't go, I ended up playing Mystic Warlords of Ka.
Still can't believe she's going out with me. Nobody can.
That is true, that, isn't it?
That reminds me, I have a bone to pick with you.
What?
You and I made a pact that if either of us ever got a hot girlfriend, that person would have his girlfriend hook the other guy up with one of her girlfriends. You've been with Penny for like a month and a half now. Where's my shorty, Morty?
Hey, how come I wasn't part of this deal?
You had left the refreshment stand in order to indulge in your customary preemptive pre-show urination.
Damn.
The thing is, right, when they make deals, well, for example, do you remember when he got a girlfriend last season and Sheldon whipped out the claws? Leonard does things thinking that nothing's ever going to happen with it, you know what I mean? And then it actually comes to fruition and he has to rock forward and go with it. It's the second time it's actually happened. But I don't really think this is that bad, to be honest. He's going out with Penny. She's obviously going to have many friends. If she sets Howard up and it fails, then that's Howard's fault, really, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? He's done his part. He's set him up. He's gone on a date. He's not guaranteed to say, I'm getting you a girlfriend. What it is I'll just set you up with a female, and if it goes well, good. If it doesn't, okay. Also, with Sheldon having a photographic memory, mate, I would use that for gambling, if I'm being honest. But I know it's illegal to count cards, but I don't know, you could do it in a way where you're not working in a team and you could just use it to your advantage. If you're playing 21 or something like that, or poker, you know which cards are coming out and what's next and what's actually left. You'd kind of just use it to a strategic advantage, wouldn't you, really? So I mean, that is really clever. I bet as well he can pretty much remember every single book that he's read, which would actually be sick, because books are better than movies.
Oh, damn it. Can I have a napkin?
I'm sorry, no. Good luck. That's the face napkin.
To Penny yet?
No, I haven't.
Why not?
Mostly, and I can't stress how key this is, because I don't want to.
Smart. I have a good job, and I have only 3% body fat.
That's true. I've seen him at the beach. He's like a human chicken wing.
Fine, I'll ask if she has a friend for you.
Yeah, a hot friend.
Hey, Sheldon, guess what I heard today?
I'd imagine you heard any number of things today. When you arrived at work, you undoubtedly heard, hello, Raj.
Why don't I just tell you what I heard today?
That would probably save us some time.
Saturday night at the comic book store, they're having a Mystic Warlords of Kaha tournament. First prize is $500.
Do you need it to buy a less disturbing sweater vest?
That'd help. You kidding? I couldn't even talk him into giving me one of his freaking napkins.
Wow, you really are a genius.
I Googled how to do that. Have you ever made a pact with someone? A long time ago, I made a pact with Wolowitz that kind of involves you.
Her mind's going to the wrong direction.
I don't know where you're going with this, but tread carefully because it may be the last conversation we ever have.
If either of us ever got a girlfriend, we'd have her fix the other one up with one of her friends.
And you thought a good time to bring this up would be right after sex?
I sure as hell wasn't gonna bring it up before sex. And you know that deep down inside, Howard's a really nice guy.
The problem isn't what's on the inside. It's the creepy candy coating.
Hey, Sheldon, the new Green Lantern figurine's coming in tomorrow. Want me to set one aside for you?
Thank you. You just robbed me of the opportunity to stumble upon the figurine and make the oh-so-satisfying journey from discovery to desire to possession.
Is the Will Wheaton signed up for the Mystic Warlords tournament the Will Wheaton from Star Trek?
Yeah, he lives around here. Big gamer.
Growing up, I idolized Will Wheaton. Wesley Crusher had an eidetic memory just like me. In 1995, I traveled 10 hours by bus to a sci-fi convention in Jackson, Mississippi, wearing my Starfleet Academy cadet uniform in order to meet Will Wheaton. Arduous journey, however, was for naught, although advertised to appear he did not show up. It was at that moment I vowed eternal hatred for Will Wheaton. That Will Wheaton currently ranks 6th on my all-time enemies list, right between director Joel Schumacher, who nearly destroyed the Batman movie franchise, and Billy Sparks, who lived down the street from me and put dog poop on the handles of my bicycle.
No doubt. Sign here.
From hell's heart I stab at thee!
Looks like you're teamed up with Die Will Wheaton Die.
You tell her about me. Did you mention the body fat?
No, I thought that'd be a nice surprise for her.
Good. Good.
And I told her you have an unhealthy attachment to your mother.
What?
I'm kidding.
My enchanted troll bludgeons your screaming harpy with a cursed mace game. Will Wheaton, my old friend, I've chased you round the moons of Nibia and round the Antares maelstrom and round perdition's flames. So, my path to satisfaction is blocked by Lonely Larry and Captain Sweatpants. They must be destroyed.
Dude, you have to stop talking like that. It's really lame.
Silence!
So Penny tells me you're working as a waitress to put yourself through grad school. That's pretty great. What are you studying?
Microbiology.
Oh, cool. So you could study me.
I don't understand.
Microbiology is the study of tiny living things.
I know, I'm studying.
It's a joke.
Are you sure?
It actually was an alright one, to be fair.
You like science fiction?
No.
Role-playing games?
Like in the bedroom or like Dungeons and Dragons?
Either.
No.
You like magic?
Not really.
Okay.
Do you know, I actually would say Howard is pretty cool.
Long night.
Like, to me, Howard is pretty cool. Like, first of all, he's got a decent personality. He has got a great job. Like, I think it's really impressive to what he does anyway. I also think that he can do magic, which I think is really, really good. He's obviously a bit nerdy as well. I think he's funny. Obviously, he's not to everybody's taste. And maybe he's, I wouldn't say, like, his creepiness, but, like, his intenseness around the women kind of thing, maybe full on for some people, but like if he could get somebody that matched his intensity, then obviously like his love life would be like fire, wouldn't it? Like in the bedroom, do you know what I mean? Because I reckon he's into some mad shit, honestly. I reckon he is. And I think if you could find someone with his personality like that, then he'd be onto a winner. But like in the whole context of Howard as a person, I actually think he is a cool dude.
I play Nightshade Dryad, game, set, and match. Fetch me Will Wheaton. Botash beer, Jabluti wreck.
Did that guy just say revenge is a dish best served cold in Klingon?
I believe so.
Computers?
I use them. I don't like them.
How about that? Einstein was wrong.
What?
Approaching the speed of light doesn't slow down time. Approaching them does.
Damn, it's my mother.
Are you going to answer it?
I'm torn. She might be dying. You know, wouldn't want to miss that. And if I let it go to voicemail, I could play it over and over.
My mother makes me crazy.
Not as crazy as my mother makes me.
Oh, yeah? Does your mother call you every day at work to see if you've had a healthy lunch?
My mother calls me at work to see if I had a healthy bowel movement.
Does she lay out your clothes for you in the morning like you're 9 years old? Couldn't ride a bicycle because my mother was afraid I'd hit a bump and lose my virginity.
You didn't, did you?
Not on a bicycle. In a Camry.
Mutual connection. I guess a mutual connection.
I'd love some.
Catholic girl like you wearing a big cross like that might just give my mother the big brain aneurysm I've been hoping for.
Nest of snakes.
Underworld Guardian.
Underworld Guardian. We skirmished to the death.
Problem, Will Wheaton?
Hang on.
You're holding 2 moderate spell cards, a small rock, and a potion of Xancor, which will be about as much help as an air conditioner on the ice planet Hoth. Jackson, Mississippi. Having spent 10 hours on a bus, finally arrived at the 4th annual Dixie Trek convention, only to find that my idol, Will Wheaton, decided he had better things to do. Now, I have my revenge.
My grandmother had just died, and I had to go to her funeral.
He's gonna throw the game.
That's terrible.
I'm really sorry that I disappointed you. It's a special relationship, isn't it? Between a boy and his grandmother.
Oh, yes.
Okay, great. Everybody loves their grandmas.
Jacking is manipulating him.
Sheldon, finish him off. What are you waiting for?
He's manipulated him. I reckon so.
I came here to defeat Will Wheaton, the man who destroyed my dreams. But I can't defeat Will Wheaton, the man who loved his Meemaw, Enchanted Bunny.
I call my Meemaw Nana, and she's going to be very happy to hear that my small rock kills your enchanted bunny.
Told you.
Your grandmother's alive?
You catch on quick. Come on, Stewie, let's get our prize money.
It was fun.
Mate, the way that come out there reminds me of EastEnders in the UK, but did they go in? Did they, like, into the earth? Now, the thing is, though, I hope that we return to this at some point, you know, because Sheldon did have the upper hand on him, but it was easy to see that once he found something, it's like, I don't know, it's basically like poker, isn't it? He showed him his cards, basically, without showing him his cards. He gave him a way in so that he could obviously play his hand. Sheldon, see, what I'd like to know is, again, having a photographic memory is not illegal, is it? Like, you can't really blame somebody. If somebody's clever enough to just sit there and play the game naturally, have no impact in the dealing of the cards and the moves and who gets what, if they actually know what's left to come, that's not really cheating, is it? Nah, I guess some people say it is because they've got an advantage over somebody straight away, but I would also say that is their skill. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what they've got naturally to be better at the game. But interestingly, he's lost this, and considering how all episode he was determined to defeat him and then he was unsuccessful and manipulated and he lost, I would like to see it in later this season, next season, or the one after, or some point we return to this point and we do it again and he gets a chance to go in for the second time and actually get his revenge, because that would be good. You know what I mean? We focused in all episode that was him being determined, being let down as a kid. And that was his whole point of signing up and defeating him. Said that he was like 4th on his most hated list or something. Now he's got to be rising up to number 1, isn't it? So hopefully we do return to it and he can beat Will Wheaton in season 5, 6 or 7, and we can go on and he can actually get his revenge that he so desperately crave for in today's episode. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, you know, it was Sheldon. It's kind of like Sheldon and Howard episode today, but like Sheldon and Howard not together. You know what I mean? Like, both of them had their own little thing going on. So, it was interesting that he's actually gone on a date with somebody that's Penny set up. Now, you would think that you would just set him up with anyone, which kind of she did, and you know, it wouldn't really be a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, Leonard asked, she was saying, how can you do that? You know, like, how can I really get somebody to go out with him? But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, you could literally just give any of your friends the heads up, you know, Howard's this and this, he likes this, would you be interested in a guy like that? Do you know what I mean? And then take them there. And to be honest, I was saying that Howard seems like a cool guy. I actually like him. I think he's really funny. I think he's interesting and smart. And I actually would like, I wouldn't mind Howard being my mate, to be honest. I actually wouldn't. So, like, I feel like if you found somebody on the similar wavelength towards him. I think like their relationship or like in couple would be really good. Now, it looked like today's episode, this woman was not really clicking with him and vibing, and like every time he cracks a joke, asked a thing, said something she didn't really understand. It wasn't really going well, was it? But then he found a mutual connection in parents. She was saying that her mum does X, Y, and Z, gets her clothes out. He was saying his mum rings him every day, checks his bowel movements. At the end of the day, right, it might be annoying to them, but it's also, I think, like a sign of a loving parent. Yeah, okay, it's annoying, but the fact is that they're so concerned, they want to check up on you, and they want to be there and contact you and see how you are. I love it. I think it's good, you know what I mean? And it's what they say, you don't know what you got till it's gone. So like, once that actually fades away, if his mum passes or she no longer starts doing it, you're going to see the big impact, the hole that is in your life. So, sometimes things are not as bad as it seems. And again, going back to obviously the Raj and Sheldon thing, they was in the tournament, Raj needed Sheldon to win, get the $500, $250 each. He's been manipulated, he's lost, and I want to see that addressed forward again to see if he can beat this Will Wheaton later on in one of the future seasons, because like I said today, he said that he was on his most nemesis list or whatever it was, and then again, he's obviously defeated him, so that's going to keep him rising to the top. So, interested to see what we do. Can't wait to see if Howard actually goes on any more dates with this girl. It's going to be really interesting. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.